dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Step out, we having some fun. Pull up in front of the club. Promoters are showing me love. Patron with some ice in my cup. I'm drinking and buzzing it, baby. I know that you loving me, baby. You touching and rubbing me, baby. You putting it down for the ladies. I'm putting it down for the G's. Gotta present like a bee. Baby just senses the beat. She got one hand on her knees. Put on for the west side. Sold up like a necktie. They know I'm the best I. Stick out like a cacti. I give them something they can dance to. Make it stand up like a statue. I'ma show you what I can do. I'm built to last like some canned foods. Ayy, yeah. I'm getting cash like a man do. I got no money to lend you. Get me so sharp like a pencil. I got a white girl, I call it Topanga. Say she in love with a Mexican gangster. Up in my phone, she get mad when I hang up. Comes to my house when she want me to bang her. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. She a contender, she don't surrender. She bout to turn up with both of her hands up. This is song you gon' love. This is song you gon' bump. This is song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Hold up, hold up. I'm taking off like a motor. I'm getting hoes like a gopher. From Inglewood up to Dakota. From Chi-Town up to Canada. Big smile for the camera. I'm fall for my amateur. Post nudes, baby, haven't you? Get your back up off the wall, you gotta crawl. I'm about to ball, I'm standing tall. I just got a call, flying out the mall. I will never fall, I'm above the law. I just came and saw, gotta spit it raw. Practice on my craft, now I'm kicking ass. And with a pen and pad, I'm sharper than a saw. Everybody put your hands up now. Young Jock is about to go down. Won't stop like a merry-go-round. Make you bounce when you're hearing my sound. Yeah, I'm the king, baby, give me my crown. Drinking liquor to the point that I drown. Leave you open like a hospital gown. Said, ain't nobody fucking with me. I beat the tracker like Bobby did Winnie. Drinking these bottles and fucked up my kidney. I'm fucking these models, I'm running my city. Falling in love when I play with her kitty. I'm a bad boy, Mexican ditty. I'm counting my money, stack it to the ceiling. Hey, this is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. This is the song you gon' love. This is the song you gon' bump. This is the song you gon' dance to. Everybody turn up. South side, put your hands up. North side, put your hands up. East side, put your hands up. West side, put your hands up. Yeah. Hey, put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. Put your hands up high, put your hands up high.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Round.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
OG Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
To the Rowdoggs GT, man.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Yo, what's cracking, man? It's your boy OG Rome repping Rowdoggs Entertainment, man.
Hey.
Welcome everybody to Rowdoggs TV, episode 26, with my co-host to the left.
Shit, you're hitting on this. Your boy Dazer Dabs representing Rowdoggs Entertainment. I got my homie down the street. What's good?
Litter Factory Rowdoggs in the building. We brought some hash wraps. We're gonna get it on right now.
Hell yeah, man. And we got our special guest today,
one and
man.
only.
The one and only, man. I know this motherfucker for a whole lot of years now,
whole
man.
lot of
And we get a round of applause for my homeboy Bishop.
Big Bishop!
Owner of Hush Supplies, hustler of the
Thank you for
century.
coming in.
Yes, man.
Thank you so much for coming out,
Hey,
brother.
man, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir, man. For people that don't know about Bishop and the things that you do, can you explain a little bit about yourself, how you grew up, and how you get in this industry?
Well, I guess in a nutshell, this is
been a passion of mine my entire life, and it's been intertwined with my daily activities for many, many years.
Yeah.
And for as long as we've been on the front lines of Prop 215 movement and so forth, we call it prohibition.
Wow.
We've been there. So just putting in the legwork and rocking and rolling since day one, man.
Yeah,
and now we're here with a whole new book and a whole new mission. And yes, sir. And just off the box, just to let you guys know, the brand Hush Supply actually stands for Help Us Save Humanity. So we've
That is sick.
So flip the script, and our brand is focused on participating in humanitarian acts in the community. So with that said, we're projected to donate at least a minimum 2% of our proceeds towards humanitarian acts and anything we can do to combat, like education, self-sustaining, just. We've actually got a tab on our website that you can check out, and we'd love some more input and anybody that's interested in getting involved.
Oh yeah.
That shit was.
That's to start off the
I'm sorry, I think that's the best motherfucking acronym. That's what it's called, right? Like,
yes, sir.
Shit ever. But what you call it? Man, wow. I know you from events, cannabis events. I know you from concerts. I know you from just being an entrepreneur yourself. Where do you think you get this little ambition from, man? Because I was able to speak with your mom and got one-on-one with her, and I see where your current drive comes from. But I want to know, because you're a fucking hustler, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not just talking about it, you're being about it. You don't just, this guy, he invests, you feel me?
And I'll tell you, bottom line, the number one thing that you need to focus on if you're, trying to be, self-employed or hustling, just whatever it is you gotta have discipline, man. And nobody's gonna discipline you like yourself. And if you can't kick your own self in the ass to make you get up and go to work, then you gotta have.
Don't expect somebody else.
Yeah, don't exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people that are successful, you only, like you were saying, you only see their track record of success. You don't see what they had to do to put in order to get there.
Exactly.
So you have to be able to push yourself in the mornings, get up on the days that you're sad, that you're depressed, you didn't make no money, that you just lost your best client, that, all of these things, you just got to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And with that kind of mentality, it will help you be successful. And I remember back from, what the discipline then was just more of a fork in the road for me. It's like, man, screw you, I ain't trying to hear it, I ain't trying to do it, you're messing up my vibes, all that. But, it took, being incarcerated and things of that nature in order to let me, to realize, to look back from the outside that, hey, these are actually blessings, you know what I'm saying? You weren't put in these positions to not have the experiences to walk the path that you're walking now.
Exactly.
So, it's like if there's a meme actually, as a matter of fact, it's like you're at war, like it's just you with your sword right there, and you're ready to face like 300, people, and just like, let's go, like this ain't gonna turn out good, but let's go. It is what it is. So, that drive that I've always had, it comes from discipline, and it comes from not being, fed anything, having to work for it, and just growing up in, in the streets and, living with my neighbors and whatever,
and it's funny though, because when people see, I want to thank you so much for letting us be at your home, utilizing your beautiful pool. But when people see the luxuries, did you guys just hear the struggle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you, the thing that he has in and out of jail, you know what I'm saying? Just people don't understand that if you overcome that, you just become so much stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I want to commend you for that, man. Can you tell us a little bit about your product, man? Cause you seen over there, you got a grip of colors. You always were key on branding.
Yeah.
I remember when some of your stuff has paper in there with a game in it, or it was a coupon. Man, this fool got coupons.
So you guys can check out our website. It's hushsupply.com, and what we did was we basically kind of, we remembered what it was like to know the man back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like now that everything went corporate, nobody really remembers the hookup. There's all this tax. It's just a struggle to even get an 8. They want to charge you out the ass. So each product actually comes with a hush money inside of it.
There it is.
And you can actually use this online on the website in the store towards like gear, meet and greets, like a special event for advertising. You can advertise on our website with hush money if you want. Like we're actually putting in a affiliates program where we'll carry sponsors and affiliates gear that they'll take the hush money in for too, and we just work out a deal with whatever. That way we can cost promote and brand and so forth.
That is genius.
And then so on top of that too, basically, before we get deep into it, we created a cannabis social media platform on the website to where you could actually go on, create a profile, add friends, upload videos, promote your business, all that good stuff.
Yes.
The reason for that was this day and age with all the censorship going on, with the cannabis users, you guys know alone, just sometimes you post a random picture of a nug and they take it down. I've been putting them up for 100 days and now you want to take down one.
Yes.
So with the growing censorship, we felt the need to go ahead and put a platform on our website where people can speak freely about their cannabis and or things that shut my pages down, for example.
Yes.
Well,
and that's
speaking of that, we're gonna do a transition, man.
Yeah.
One thing I'm very proud of you is that you're sticking. I call you the enemy of the state, not in the negative. It's because if you've seen the movie The Enemy of the State with Will Smith, it's because you were woke and you are awake and you know so much is that I don't even want to speak on it. Can you speak on it? they might fucking hear what I'm saying. No, but it's crazy, man. You're woke. You're teaching the public, and in our entertainment, on some real deep, and that's why you're getting blocked.
Yeah.
Not because
he's being real.
Yeah.
He's being real, bro.
So at this day and age, where we're at, we used to be able to say, I got a pink unicorn in my backyard, but now they're gonna fact check that and throw you in the that Facebook pin for misinformation. They wanna check everything. And granted, okay, this is the problem, is because they're going under the guise of health and safety and taking our freedoms away. And during the same time of that, we're fighting a fourth industrial revolution. If you've seen like Domino's rolling out their delivery car robots, they're raising the cost of goods, the cost of rent's going up. Money's.
You see how milk went up like crazy?
Oh yeah.
Milk went up like stupid crazy.
So what we need to do right now is really work on becoming self-sustained. Not only just for our health and for finances, but you gotta realize one day if they were to just flip the switch and take your electricity, take your food, take your checks, take your job, what are you going to do? A lot of people haven't prepared or even thought about that. And so what they're doing to us now is they're actually, coercing us and pushing us into corners into this guise of health and safety, into making people get a synthetic clinical trial vaccine. We'll call them jabs from here on out.
Right.
You got to be careful with AI.
No, they will. They'll not.
Yeah. So they're just called jabs, and they.
That's a fact.
They're coming to people's doors. Even, I guess you want mine, shout out Jimmy Lopes.
Yeah.
He said that they've actually been to his house, and they're making a list, so they want to know if you've been jabbed or not. And if you haven't, then be prepared to fight, and be prepared to be pushed out of your job, be pushed out of getting groceries. Your kids are going to have to drop out of school. You're going to take your kids out of school. They just made an announcement today, UCI Hospital. If you were to drop down on the ground and get picked up by an ambulance in that zone, and they take you to the hospital, you have to have the jab. And so if you don't, guess what? If you're passed out subconscious and you're there fighting your life over a heart attack, you're getting jabbed, man. So your 12-year-olds can go for that too. There's a lot of information that's being suppressed on the mainstream that they're not letting people know, and that's why I'm so adamant about making my social media platform, because the stuff that's actually happening right now, it's people have the right to just at least make the decision for themselves. We're all somewhat, the crazy thing, and this is the debate I have, because you see people with PhDs, chemists, biologists, doctors, getting persuaded and sideswiped by the mainstream media, thinking what they're doing is in the best interest of the people.
Well, in
that
California,
you know?
they just tried to say, I think I seen it on the news, that they're going to be mandating certain jobs
Mhm.
that you will lose your job. Like, what in the fuck?
Bro, they're
Bro.
talking about you can't go in certain malls type shit. Like, it's crazy.
It's the marketing.
Just call me Superman because I've been
That's
around people with
population control,
I've been
bro.
people that had COVID, aka the flu.
Yeah.
I've been around with people and all that shit. I done photo shoots. I spoke with people that
Yep.
had it, and I'm still kicking. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't got sick. I'm still working out. I still smoke every
I'm the
day.
same way. No vaccine.
Yeah. So
Same way.
and that's exactly what's happening is because they've made us think that we have to be dependent upon pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
If you go off the grid and you eat your own food and you don't eat GMOs, you don't eat processed foods, and
Yeah.
you do CBD.
It's only a matter of time before they put that shit in there too.
You know, well, this is what's so crazy, and this is why people start to lose touch with what's really happening because it is very well thought out. They've been planning for many years, like 50 plus years. You know what I'm saying? They've got German Nazi implants in all of our main structured corporations. You know, from our mainstream medias to our science labs, and everywhere you can possibly think, just to be able to coerce us on the news. Operation Mockingbird, they call it. So, a government-run program by the CIA. It's called Operation Mockingbird. And everything, if you were just to look at the news and if they put the black square on there like they do for the sitcoms
Yeah.
and put a TV guidance
Yeah,
rating
yeah.
and said, this is rated so-and-so as a show, it would click in your head that you're watching a show. You
Right.
know, this
Right.
is fiction and the stuff. I remember I was heckling one of them on the drive by the microphone of my van, the news, and I was like, how do you live with yourself? You know, you lie to the people. And he just said, it's just a job. You literally just
Yeah,
love, you
no,
know?
no.
like,
At the
right.
end of the day, no matter what, for instance, say us, you want to change the world, right? And then you vote to be a politician or a governor, and then I end up being a politician. It don't matter how much motherfucking lives we saved the last 20 years. By the time we get there, we're in their game.
Yeah.
So once you go in and you don't play by their rules, meaning, hey, you don't do this and that, they're gonna get rid of you by next fucking semester or next fucking quarter.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just get your check and you just be like, okay, it's a job. Because everything is a job.
Yes.
And at the end of the day,
You got
this
you
is all.
cornered before you even got cornered.
This is all a population control type thing.
Exactly.
That's what it is, bro.
And see, what the thing is too, exactly, is that we're all being, sorry.
That's the government, dog. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
government.
yeah,
I swear to
yeah.
God. I know the old school ring when I hear it.
Got a
Yeah.
fucking
No,
lip
no.
on. This motherfucker's
No.
got
So,
I get it though. I been get it. This ain't new to him though.
so guys, you know, this is the reason why we're using this right now, is because the contact tracers that are still heavy and full effect, they never quit working from the first day. As a matter of fact, you can go get a job working for them $20+ an hour. We need somebody to go in there and, you know, infiltrate them just like they did us.
Yes.
And find out what the hell that they're studying, because they've got access to all your smartphones,
Yeah.
your Google locations, your clusters. They can easily say that somebody in one of the rooms that you were in had been in contact with somebody. And I've personally seen where one of my staff members had gotten a text message from the health official stating that they had been in contact with somebody. If they didn't come in, that they were going to that they would be possibly fined or jailed. So this is 100%. They're taking our freedoms, and the PCR tests and the masks and obviously the vaccines. Those are the gateway to the virus. There's been numerous reports that you can find that there's graphene oxides inside the mask and the PCR test, which is it's a DARPA hydrogel. It's patented DARPA hydrogel, which activates the graphene oxide and crystallizes it. That's why it goes all the way up in your brain to your freaking pineal gland.
Yeah.
And so it starts like crystallizing,
There's stuff in
and
this
it's disconnecting us from our natural state of spiritual beings. You know, they invented shoes as a sinister product because we are supposed to receive electro
Natural.
upgrades from the earth.
Groundy, you sick motherfucker, you sick.
Yes, and so you got rubber in your shoes, and that's an insulator.
I love it.
Went deep.
You know, and so the simplest thing
I know
is
Spartan
as simple as
Queen
that
said the other
is an attack on us.
She's
And so anybody that is mandating and forcing and segregating their businesses to only allow vaccinated people are enemy of the people.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, if you don't get the jab, they're going to be calling you an enemy of the state. I'd much rather be an enemy of the state than an enemy of the people anyway.
Yes,
So it's time to draw the line and figure out where you stand because this is a war. This is World War III, and that's
Chemical warfare.
Yes.
So for people like
A war without guns.
So for
Yeah.
people that are working ants
In
or
essence.
sheep, yeah, that means that they're so busy with their everyday lives they have no choice but to just move forward. Take care of the kids, go to work, pay the bills. Two paychecks.
Because everybody's behind.
Yeah, and you're awoke, so you see things. You don't watch the same TV shows. You don't.
No.
You don't tap into the same thing. You don't. Yeah.
You do your own research.
Yeah, you listen to knowledgeable people who speak on the radio or certain places. Can you give us a little bit more information? Salute. Salute. Can you give us a little bit of more information what we got to look for in the future? Because I know you already know.
So right now, okay, I want to give you guys a little bit of positive insight and motivation for, like you said.
Because we're in California, I almost feel like California.
Yes.
We're definitely
We're assed out.
Yeah, we're the guinea
assed
pigs
out.
of what's going to happen. So luckily, LA,
If
they're
California
not
does
going
it,
to sit down.
everybody
We're going to
does
fight.
We're gonna fight like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is, so what's going to happen basically is they're going to find out who's already been jabbed, and then they're going to make their list of who's not. And they're going to do it just like in jail. They're going to come pull the chain in the middle of the night when you're sleeping and come knock on your door and be like, boom. So you're going to have to start setting up neighborhood watches and have people that are on alert and ready for that sort of stuff. To kind of combat this, because until they realize that we've created resistance, then they're going to just do it in the simplest form possible, like trying to take our jobs and trying to take our groceries. Now, you guys got to remember, you guys have been working some of these jobs for 10 plus years. You guys have skills. Now is the opportunity for you to take this advantage and use those skills that you learn and create your own platform for these people I will be one of your customers to come to you and
Grow.
to utilize your skills. So don't think this is the end. Now is the opportunity for you to stand up and do what you always wanted to do and get that true hustle on. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's my boy, man. And there's if you guys ever heard about it, Planet Nibiru or Planet X, it's in our orbit right now. It's like 2 suns we've got. And you can pick it up on your phone if you look at it just right. If you look at it, Nibiru, Nibiru, there's tons of videos you could look up.
Yeah.
It's throwing off our magnetic field and causing people literally to go crazy.
And if you don't believe what he's saying, I'm going to give you guys some facts. Us humans have melatonin inside of us. We have iron. Point blank, period.
Yeah,
iron.
yeah, at the end of the
You
day.
feel me? By the time the sun goes down, your melatonin, I'm not sure if it goes up or down, literally goes up because you're ready to go to sleep.
Yes.
And guess what? If it was raining today, when you guys leave out of my house, you guys are leaving like this, with your shoulders. If it's sunny, like a flower.
Yep.
That's facts. When he was talking about grounding,
Yeah.
meditating, frequencies, the waves, and all that, that's fucking facts.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's
bro.
real. That's the only reason I'm still working out, because I went to go meditate and I found my inner self.
You always
So when
have
I'm
to
hearing
do
what
that.
he's saying, that's all facts. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you always have to go take a time and go even to the mountain and just sit there.
Fresh,
Listen to the water.
fresh air that comes
The
through
birds.
the trees. The
Bro,
fresh.
do you feel what I'm saying?
You feel the difference, right?
Yes, bro. And you feel a different man every time.
Yeah.
And they've burned a lot
So
of
when
the
he's
trees
talking
away
about-
in California.
Yes.
The Lions, you guys ever heard, I seen some video about some of the most richest people, or the most genius, around 4 or 5 in the morning, the way the sun or something aligns, it's the time that your brain works more than a certain percentage.
Yeah.
It has the highest capacity of gaining ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why certain people, they go to sleep at 7 or 8 o'clock, 5,
Oh, dog.
ready to start their whole day while the whole world's asleep.
I need to do that for a week.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, fucking Bishop, man, you are fucking one smart man because you're awake,
Bro,
man.
knowledge like a
Yeah.
Give us more, man. Give us more.
Yeah, talk
Yeah.
that shit, Bishop.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I'm so full of it. It's just like I don't even know where to begin. We need to
Go,
really start
bro.
having some no phone meetings in our neighborhoods to start to combat some of these issues, because it's what's so crazy, and I stand strongly in my faith, is I've been talking this stuff not at such depth, but for 10, 15 years. I've been telling all my friends, you know, I'm gonna have my own island. We're gonna barter goods.
Yes, I remember.
You know, and yeah, screw money. You know, and Bitcoin. If you want to talk about that for a second, that's a trap, guys. Right now, I know you guys are making some money. It's very volatile. Hot man getting money. But the FBI's got Operation Hidden Treasure, and you guys think that blockchain, non-detected transactions y'all are doing, $6,000, $10,000 on packs, saying, oh, for marketing, they've got your number, guys. They've got your number, okay?
Yeah, you're fucked.
You know, and what they're doing by taking, the unemployment that they're providing is people are sitting at home just watching the mainstream media. They're paying you to sit at home to watch their advertisements, which is completely throwing your mind out of whack.
Brainwashing them.
Exactly. And, you know, yeah, that was I got
that Bitcoin is some other shit, bro.
So at the end of the day, it's for the digital currency. They want to take away our money.
If you guys don't believe that this shit is fucking crazy when you speak about the government shit, this is the first time.
You been flagged?
What the hell? Look.
You're flagged?
Look. This is the first.
Just look.
It had
Just
a lot of.
What? Oh my god, bro!
Now we back in good connection, but for a minute, that shit was like flashing red and red and red and red and red and red.
It just got real bishop.
It's like that though, because they have things that.
So they detect that shit. They detect that shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So see, guys, this is no game. This is real deal stuff. You're gonna have to take it back to the basics. You're gonna have to go old school. You're gonna have to start sending kites. You think I'm lying?
Yeah, kites like a motherfucker.
So you know, let's play their game, guys. It's time to play. So we'll keep up to date on things. I want you guys to go to my website and create your first guy of the day.
We're going to war.
Yeah.
We're going to war, Bishop.
So, and long story short, whether you guys won't believe it or not, we've been sold out to the CCP. If you look at other countries that have no weapons, like Canada, Australia, Spain, all these countries, they're already under martial law. Like we're under soft martial law. We have been for 18 months. You know, like obviously we're still free to go around where we want and do what we want, but it's there. There was security guards at our park off of La Cienega every day. I'd go to work. I'd have to pull over there and heckle them with my megaphone because that's what our tax money is going to. Like,
this is what we're paying for.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, what the hell?
Man, crazy.
There's a lot of that weirdness going
so
on.
we literally, just boycott, and it's time to start the cancel culture on the cancel culture because I went to the comedy store the other night for my friend's birthday and they asked us for the card. So they're losing my business and everybody I know. So you guys really, this is you guys talk. This is when you gotta quit talking and be about it.
Action.
Now you, besides you doing your own products and everything, and now that you're into this new way of being and seeing things and teaching people, what is the craziest experience that you've had besides getting all your accounts blocked?
Well, I'll give you an experience, somebody close that I know because I started a new circle of, connections and networks. So I've really only been trying to associate with light workers, we call them, and truthers and things of that nature. So I actually have I have a close friend that was at the Capitol on January 6th that has tons of footage that was arrested by the FBI and taken and detained. But because he had so much footage and he's a filmmaker, they had to let him go, I guess, with his lawyer. There's still people in jail right now that they're in solitary confinement. And I don't know what you guys think you know about it, but there was a peaceful entry. There was no storming the Capitol. And they've now had 4 of the police officers that were there have committed suicide.
Committed suicide.
And I've experienced much more crazy things in my personal life than the video footage I've seen from that day from both sides. So I'm sorry for those guys and their families, but I'm calling bullshit. And if you look at how many people in the Clintons' close circle have committed suicide, the numbers don't add up. The law of averages, man. They know more people who commit suicide than on their own. Come on now.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Come on now.
So the last thing I want to say, real quick before I lose thought, is this is 100% a spiritual warfare. Whether you guys believe in more high being or not, this is how I want you guys to think about it. These globalists that are in charge of all of our money and all of our power, that put the print on the dollars and stuff, there's plenty of indications that they do worship a higher being. But it's not the good one, guys. And it's, you know, so the point being is, these people with all the money that rule the world, they believe in religion. So whether you do or not, they do. And that's
This
just
is crazy, man. I want to thank you so much
Yeah.
for schooling
Appreciate
us out
you
on
putting
the
it that
guy.
way.
Bishop.
This is one of those,
We need to get a part 2 with Bishop. God.
nah, because you have so much
Ready,
knowledge,
go.
Yeah.
Ready, go. Another 30. This one's fucking
Yeah.
great. And that's a good thing, man, when somebody, you ask them one question and just unload for real information, bro. I want to thank you so much for coming out here at Rowdoggs TV.
Yeah,
It
for
was
real.
a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Not only are you a
Definitely.
hustler, you are goddamn,
Entrepreneur,
Yeah,
bro,
you-
investor.
what do you call those people who got them sheep, them herders? What do
He's
you call
just,
them?
he's just,
Man,
he's just
you're Messiah now. You're Messiah now.
knowledgeable.
You feel me? Keep up the
A
hard work.
shepherd.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what you're looking for?
I've committed myself to this, and I plan to be on the front lines in any which way I can. So this has been my calling.
You got any
And
words of
this
advice
is
for-
building up to this.
You got any word of advice for people, whether it be in entertainment or through this whole COVID?
The word of advice is now to come out the box and step outside your normal self and do what your inner self is telling you to do. Because you can't tell me that you don't hear that voice in your head.
So what if that little thug wants to go rob a bank? Is that, I'm saying.
You know, so okay, I guess we gotta take this into context, but you know, we right now we gotta work on really changing and shifting our positive
The best
energy
part,
back
yeah, the
into
positive.
the right direction. And
Connecting with nature.
what I think has happened is we've gone so accustomed and desensitized to all this violence and gangs and everything, to where it's like, like we're all on G code. Nobody wants to snitch. You don't snitch. But somewhere along the line, the snitching card got infiltrated, to where you see something that should have been addressed, and like, hey, homie, you pushing the line there.
Yes.
But they pulled the card like, oh, really? You gonna snitch? You gonna, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it just got to the point where people are just like, I'm just.
The rules don't make sense, but them rules would have been there years ago.
And I'm definitely not saying go snitch, but
Yeah.
there are guidelines that people need to follow and stay within the lines of
Exactly.
being a good person, man. You can
At
still
least
do
at the end
your
of the day.
dirt, but be a good person. We all got to
Exactly.
eat, but don't
No snitching.
don't
No
hurt
snitching
people
and positive
don't hurt people.
vibes and all that good stuff, man. Thank you so much, man. Bishop, let them know where they can find you at.
Bishop!
So I'm just directing everybody to my website. You can find me there. My tags, Bishop International. It's a social media platform. HushSupply.com. Just click the members on.
Any shout outs to anybody?
I want to give a shout out to everybody that's fighting this on the site. Good Lion Films, Matrix Minds. You guys need to check them out. I got links on the website that you can get more information for a lot of this stuff that you want to know about. And I'll be constantly dropping videos on my platform. So
There it
check
is,
out.
baby. You heard it here at Rowdoggs TV, and if you don't know, now you know. Ain't no business like Road Dogg business.